So we're in Fresno, California, and we have existing toilet flange mounted, and it's pretty high. You can see it's pretty high off the ground. Minimum, these need to be, the bottom of the flange needs to be flush with the concrete. This is in there crooked, so it's up high, and it has a lino floor, which is thin. And so the toilet, when it sets down, a lot of times it doesn't even reach the floor because that flange is up so high. It's hitting the hard plastic, so you can see it's up. So what we're going to do is we took this apart, and some of the existing soil pipe, the 4-inch pipe that comes up, you can see a little white plastic that's left. That was part of a closet bend or a riser, and then a test cap was in there, this white plastic here. And the pipe itself, the 4-inch, was sticking up high. So we cut some of it back to get it nice and flush down here. We're going to go ahead and put wax ring on there, and probably going to have to shim this up just to keep it off this flange. So we'll get it set, and we'll take another video when we're done. So still here in Fresno, California, and so anyways, got it cleaned up. Got some new brass bolts in there. They're the shorties, the 2-inch, 2.5. That's all it needs because, like I said before, the flange is so high off the ground. Got a wax ring in there that's got the built-in flange to help divert the water, and we'll get it set, get some shims in there, and take another video when we're done. Okay, so we're done here in Fresno, and this is an American Standard. Gosh, can't remember which model it is. I think it might be the Cadet. I'm not real sure. Anyways, so we got it set. We showed you the previous 2 videos that the flange was sitting up real high. So we shimmed all the way around the toilet. There's actually 4 shims, 2 in the front, you know, about here and here, in there, and 2 in the back, just to keep it up off of the closet flange, because the previous toilet had smashed all of the wax out because the flange is too high. So we've got it shimmed up, and since we've got it shimmed up, it creates quite a gap underneath. So we've caulked it back in, and as you can tell, that's a pretty massive bead of caulking, but we do have a nice little tool that pulls it around pretty nicely. So anyways, a lot of caulking, but it's caulked back in. We flushed this a dozen times just to make sure that that wax from the new wax ring didn't get smashed entirely out like the previous one. It is solid from side to side, no rocking. And we've got the fill valve inside set correctly so that it fills. Like I say, we flushed it a bunch of times, so it's filling where it should be, right to there, and it shuts off correctly like it should. So no debris in the fill valve. Flush valve's working great because it's a full 3-inch flush valve. So nice toilet, nice mounting brackets for the toilet seat, by the way. So American Standard, good job on that. We did go ahead and put in a new supply line. I just like to put them in when I'm hooking things back up, just because the old ones, you know, the rubber gets squished a certain way, and you hook it up, you get a drip, and then maybe damage to the surrounding wood or sheetrock. So new supply line, no charge, and toilet is set. Outside of that, we are done.